Today we are seeing a new topic and one of the most important topic which are used in Creo Parametric is known as a constraints. So whenever we want to create any kind of a sketch, either it is a 2D sketch, maybe it is a 3D modeling or a assembly, we are using the constraints. So what is the meaning of a constraint? A constraint is a command, list of a command which is used to create or restrict our objects. Okay, let's suppose I am taking one example. I am selecting a line command. It is in certain angle. Okay, I am creating a line. Its dimension. Right now we are not concentrated on the dimension, but I want that this line should be a vertical line. Okay, for this we have in this constraint tab we have a first command called the vertical. So when I just selected it and selected a line, it just converted my line into a vertical line. Now see what is happen here, where the vertical constraint is used. So whenever, let's suppose I want to create a rectangle. Yeah, I want to create a rectangle like that. This is my rectangle. But by mistake, what I do, I just created a rectangle into a certain angle. I want that this line should be into a vertical line. For that scenario, we are selecting a vertical line, vertical constraint, selected that line. See, now my line is converted into a rectangle. Now, again, let's suppose I have a line into a certain angle like that. Okay, I have another line. I just deleted that. I have another line. I want that this line should be into a horizontal line. So with the help of this horizontal next command, we can select the line. See, this line is converted now into a horizontal line. Now what is happen here if I am creating a line into a certain length, and if we selected that whether it is a vertical line, whether it is a horizontal line, the dimension is changed. So the reason is that the dimension is only changed because due to that we are not setting the dimension, we are not providing the dimension constraint, so we can easily able to manipulate it because we can't be able to restrict it now. Now see, if I just selected their line and put the 100 mm and enter it. Now I just want that this line should be into a vertical line. And I am selecting a vertical constraint, selected that line. See, it won't allow to restrict it. Why? Because we already applying the two constraint. First constraint is known as a dimension constraint. Another one is a horizontal constraint. Now see, if I just created a one more line, and now this time, with the help of this dimension constraint, I just selected a first point, I am selecting a second point, put it here. See, the length of this line should be, we are providing 100 mm, enter it. Now I want to convert this line into a vertical line. So I select a vertical, selected that line, see what is happening. Now, the line dimension shouldn't be changed because we already applied this dimension constraint. So we get back after that. Now we are only focusing on this constraint tab. So as you all see that how we can create a vertical constraint, how we can create a horizontal constraint. Now let's suppose I want that this line should be a perpendicular line to that particular line. I want a perpendicular constraint right now. For that, I am selecting this perpendicular constraint, select this line, see what happens. Now, this line become the perpendicular of this line. So, again, we are seeing one more example. If I just created a line into a certain angle, maybe like that, yeah, we have these two lines. I want that this line should be a perpendicular to that line. So again, I am selecting a perpendicular, selected this line, selected that line. See. Now, which line we selected first, the second line will be perpendicular to that particular line. Okay. Now, I am selecting all that particular line, deleted it. Now, my next constraint is a tangential constraint. For that, I am creating a one circle, or whether I can create an R, not an issue. We can create any of the things. but we required a tangent. Now see, I am creating a two lines. This is my first line and this is my second line. I want that this line become the tangential of this circle. For that, we have a command called tangency. We need to select a tangent, we need to select a line. See, this line is become tangent to this circle. Now here what is happened, the circle diameter or a line is changed. So whether this line is tangent or a circle or not, yeah, the line is tangent because when we extend our line, see here we got the tangency symbol. This all the area we got a symbols only. Again, here we have a tangency, selected this line, selected this circle or a arc. See, this line become the tangent of this particular arc. Now, I just again deleted all. And we are seeing the next constraint is known as a midpoint constraint. Let's suppose I am creating a one line. This is a straight line and this is a one more line. I want that this line should become the midpoint or a line is want to created a line from the midpoint of this particular line. For this, I am selecting a midpoint constraint, selecting a first point, selecting a second point, selecting a last point. See, I am selecting a first point, selecting that point, it automatically comes here into the midpoint. Either you can select a first line, you can select a second line, it automatically detected that where it is middle point and it automatically get connected. Now, again, if I want to create a line here like that, and I want that this line become the coincident of this particular line. For that, we have this coincident constraint, selected this point, selected this point. Now see what happened. This point is come and merge with this particular point. Similarly, I want that if I just created a center line like that, and I want that this line become the symmetry of this particular line. So I just selected this point, selected this point, selected this center line. See what happened. This center line become the symmetry line reference. So the distance between here and here are same. Now I want that this length should I am measuring 300. I want that this line also become a 300 mm. For this, we have to use this equal constraint. If I just select a first point, if I am selecting a second point, see, here we got a even constraint. It means that these two lines become the equal. Now, we have a last type of a constraint is known as a parallel constraint. For this, I am creating one more line. Go to the parallel constraint, selected this line, selected this line. See, these two lines become the parallel to each other. Now, we need to keep it in mind whenever we are using this constraint tabs. We need to keep it in mind one thing, that select the constraint, and constraint have a two types. First one is a dimensional constraint, another one is a geometrical constraint. So we see all the geometrical constraint now. And if we are providing the dimension, then this type of a constraint is known as a dimension constraint. This type of constraint is known as a dimension. This type of constraint is known as a geometrical constraint. So hope you all get it. So we can continue the rest of the things in the after classes also. So if you have any kind of a doubt, then let me know.